Hello, welcome back to Lingo 2 Archipelago. Last time, I unlocked the homophone symbol without even realizing it. And now, in this part, I'm going to finally do some stuff that requires it, like unlocking C and U. So how you get there is you go through the painting, then through this, and then you have to make your way back here to the red hallway right here. And then it will take you to the suite, in which you can go back here and make it to the digital. Now you have to find the colorful. Yes, that's it. And now you can go like this, very specific path, and, well, that's not it. Why is my sun symbol missing? What? Why am I missing all my symbols? I still have my letters, but why can't I do any of my symbols? Okay, so in the last part, I unlocked the sun symbol, but I just can't type any of these in anymore. Okay, wait, let me try something. Do I have to resolve this panel in order to get the smiley face back? I can't tell. That is really weird. Okay. So in the last part, I got the sun symbol by solving the high panel with the smiley face and Daedalus. So I am going to check there to see if I can get my sun symbol back. Because it's a really big issue if I can't get any of my symbols between parts. That's not what I need. Is this one? No, that's the dark room. I think one of these was Daedalus. Maybe not, though. This is an issue. Oh, that's what takes you to Daedalus. So through here, I solved this high panel. So I have to resolve this panel every single time I want to unlock the sun symbol again. That is really annoying. The next thing I need to do is get the homophone symbol back, which was in the orb. I don't remember how to get there, though. That's the issue. So I'm actually going to check my video. No, I'm not, but okay. How do you get to the orb again? It wasn't through the hive. I remember that. It wasn't there. It was somewhere else. Oh, I remember. It was in the Parthenon. So if you go through this and you go back here, you'll be in the orb. And now, that is an issue. The thing that unlocks the homophone symbol is getting the letter B, but you can't recollect that. That is a really big issue, because I now am no longer able to solve any puzzles with the homonym symbol on them. Sorry, the homophone symbol. It doesn't really matter, because those words both mean a word that's pronounced the same. And I keep going through that, even though I know that's not where I have to go. I need to go through this. And then I need to go through the red doorway. So if I was correct, then the symbol in the digital should still be unlocked. So the sun should be unlocked now. Yeah, now I can solve. Wait, what? Now I'm even more confused because doing that, like, why did that unlock the homophone symbol? Huh? I am so confused, but something unlocked that, which is good because now I can get you, and I can also get C by unsolving this tin panel and solving this hint panel. As you can see, entering it from the other area lets you get C. I found... Oh! Wait, that's actually something I can do, because that's in here. Somewhere along the edges where you can go now, because I unlocked that. Okay, it's here. Oh, I found Cyan K. Yes, look at that. I have my first cyan letter. And that is also going to unlock this door. Well, it's supposed to. I thought what it would do is, I thought it was supposed to unlock all the cyan doors whenever you get any cyan letter. But I guess it doesn't. Well, I guess I can solve trick now. By the way I know that is because the top right, if you saw the last video, you should remember that. A job well done? That doesn't... I don't think that does anything for me. Okay, so... I unlocked something in the grate as well. What's that? So it said the courtyard, so that could either be the maze or the weather area. Let me see. So it's not that. Is it the maze? Because I don't see anything here, but it could be this area. Oh, yes, that is what it unlocks. Well, I don't have that much of the maze accessible right now. But I'll see if there are any panels. Slice, that's cut. Okay, that unlocks something here. Wreck. It's a synonym of wreck. That's ruin. Oh, that's G. Oh, the sparkle symbol. So I don't know what that is. Also, you can go back through that. I think it's the one that means add one letter, but I'm not completely sure. I can't solve any of these panels yet because I do not have the letters for them. I don't know where I check to see if that's the symbol I want or not. So I have G now. Is there anything I could do with G? I don't think so. Okay, well, I have one other loose end from the last video I still have to do, which is the 3 doors. I never did all of the exits from that area. So one of these takes me to the 3 doors. I think it's the next one, I believe. No, okay, well, that only leaves this one as the 3 doors. Okay, the sparkle symbol is this. So that means add one letter. So I can go through here. Where does this lead? That leads to Daedalus, but I've already been there. So I am going to check back here. Okay, that is where I already was. So I can check the first door, and it takes me to a completely useless area in the grate. But you can go through the second door, which takes you to a different area. Oh, this is the other side of that area where I got the smiley. I cannot solve this yet because I need the cyan eye at least. Well, I think that's everything in here. Okay. What was the dark room area again? I forgot what the dark room was. That is the revitalized. Oh, can I solve this? Ooh, I can. It's the opposite of buy. That unlocks this, yes. So, it's something you can add 2 letters with to go to hide, and the answer is just hi again. So then that unlocks this, and again, it's the same idea. Add 4 letters to hi to get hidden, and then you can go through this doorway, except I can't solve that yet because I need W and O, because the answer is 2, as in the number. Let's see if there's anywhere else I can go. I can go through this. Again, word pronounced the same as hi. That's hi. I think it's pretty obvious that the answer is just always going to be hi in this area. I think this takes me... Oh, this is 1. But I don't have the O or the E for that. So I can go through this. I think this is a different area than the one I came from. Okay, I see how that works. Well, I solved a couple of panels at least. I don't know why that did so much on the right side, but it did. I guess I can solve a... No, that's not the grate. Return to the gallery. And I need to do that all over again. Pretty much. Okay, not that bad. Smile. Okay, that would be in this. No, not that. It would be over by the tree and stuff. I don't remember how to get there somehow. It must be this way though, because I've already checked that way. Oh, it's this. Okay. Smile. What's a synonym of smile? Oh, that's really useful actually. So what that does is that unlocks this. I can jump up and be in the shop. Now, being in this area itself isn't very useful since I'm missing the symbols for all of them, but I can put my N in here. Does that do anything useful? No, it just takes me back here. Well, I'm going to take my N back. There's also this. That's a new teleport. The entry, and it's a completely useless teleport. Okay, well, in that case, I guess I'll just start wandering around until I find something useful. The grate's a hub for stuff, so let me see if I can do anything in this. Not the lively. The unkempt. Okay. I have the homophone symbol, so I might be able to solve a couple of these. Oh, I can solve this. So, the homophone with a squiggle, or more like a zigzag line on top, means rhyming. So it's a word that rhymes with shy. It's just high again. And then this shares the answer with that, because these squares of panels mean that panels share answers in them. So this is quite and sight. Is it light? No. Right? Yeah, it's right. Okay. It's just another useless thing. Is this high again? Yes, it is. Spy. Well, I did a couple things at least. What about this? I think this isn't useful. It's just an empty hallway. Wait. I can solve this, though. Turn. That's something. What about this hallway? That's the plaza. So I think that means that in the control center, I can solve... Yeah, I can solve this turn panel now. I found the example symbol. Oh. So the example symbol is the one that looks like a plate with 3 stars on it. That's what the example symbol is, I'm pretty sure. So that means I can get... Oh, at the orb. Not the control center, the gallery. So, it's remove 1 letter from thin, and it's also a type of metal. It would be tin. So it's remove 1 letter from hint, and a synonym for strike. It's hit. So that unlocks O, which gives me something in the starting room of Daedalus. Okay, so in the brown area, I can solve puzzles here too. So north and east is also north. So this is a synonym of muse and the opposite of act. If I could type, it would be think. Okay, so that lets you go around again, and I think this is a different port. So it is, but it's also not a useful one for me yet. So now I can solve some puzzles in the grate. That's just this one. So we have intro. Not into intro. That's something in Daedalus. A born as well. That unlocks nothing. What about court? Will this unlock something? Something in Daedalus. There are a lot of unlocks for Daedalus stuff. I can solve not. By the way, the panels that unlock stuff for me are always going to be the ones that unlock doors. So, for example, that not panel won't unlock a door in base Lingo 2. So it also won't unlock anything for me in the randomizer. So I can also... Oh, right at the back of this building. I can solve this now. And what the smiley face does for something like this, where you can see some colors, is it takes the initials of those colors. So there's brown, which is B, red, which is O, and orange, which is, wait, no, it's, red is R, so it's brown for B, R for red, and O for orange, so it's bro. Oh, that's actually something I can do. So in the entry, if you go into here, I can solve these puzzles now and get D. So you can see a 3x3 square this time. So it's a baseball is a type of hat, and then sun is another type of hat. No, I guess it's not a sun hat, it's a bowler hat. And a cowboy hat. Now, there's red and black, which are both types of ant. And a carpenter is also a type of ant. And then there are only 3 left. It's a spray, sun, and bikers. Sun's probably the easiest one. It's tan. Then spray is another type of tan. And bikers is another type of tan. And that is D. And it doesn't even get me anything other than D, of course. Is there anything behind this? No, there's not. But there is also something I can do in the digital. So now I have to repeat the whole process of getting there again. Where do you go again? Right. I remember. You have to go through this. And then through the red hallway. And then you have to go through the suite. And now I have to find the colorful, because that's the only place I can do. By the way, what's through here again? Just a useless thing for Daedalus. So I can do this very specific path, which takes me to this area. And you can see painting. And painting is a type of art. Ooh, that's another symbol. So if we go to the tree by going through this, and then through this, you can see that I've unlocked a lot of panels in here, because that's the pyramid symbol. The pyramid symbol is an intensifier. So a more extreme version of walking would be running. So it's a more extreme version of damage. Ruin. It seems like those are the only 2 I can do on the ground, but I can also go up, which has some panels. So this is just the sun with a bracket, which means opposite, so it's bad. So I'm just looking around to see if there are any panels that I'm actually able to solve with my current number of letters, so I can solve the opposite of light. Not dattle, it's dark. And then, so this is a more extreme version of light. So that would be bright. What about this? So this, the pyramid with a bracket over it, the bracket is essentially something that inverts the operation. So now I'm taking the less extreme version of happy, which is glad. And then this is sprinkle. That would be rain. And then also small. The opposite of small is big. those are all the panels I can do in the tree for now, since I'm still missing some letters that I would need. Okay, one other thing that I never figured out from the last video is what the southeast world port in the maze is. Specifically, the digital. And it couldn't be the section that lets you go to the gallery, because the locations tracker, or whatever it's called, will only show you things that you're actually able to get. And I cannot get any of that. So, I am going to go to Archipelago and turn on the compass, because that is one of the new features they have. So southeast would be this way. So, southeast. This would be the southeast one. Oh, control center. Well, I can't do anything in here for now because of the lack of Z. The answer to this is 0, but I don't have any Z or E. Well, in that case, I don't have anything left to do in the digital for now. So, it's back to wandering, pretty much. I'm just going to check a couple more areas in the grate and see if I unlock anything for it. This is the dark room. Okay, let me see. So there's a bunch of missing symbols, because I don't have the planet symbol yet. And I think I have to unlock any other world ports in here, because I am walking around the perimeter of the room right now, and I'm not finding another area. So what about this? That's just the lively, I remember. What about this building? Is there anything in here at all? Not until I can get the question mark panels. So, the other two areas in the grate are more over this way. So there is this, which is completely useless until I unlock that door. And there is also the control center, and that takes me to another part of the grate, which is going to be even more puzzles to solve. So painting, that would probably be this. Yes, it is. So that's art again. And I found, ooh, that's really useful. So what that does, not there. So what that means is that if I go back to that building that I was just by, I can enter it now, so. Oh, wait, no, I can't, because in the base game, this portal would take you to sort of an alternate universe version of this building, and I unlocked the entry door to that one, not this one. But that's a good thing to find, because that's where you unlock W, and it's always good to have more letters. I cannot solve that one yet. So I am going to go back to entering world ports until I find something useful. Once again. So I know the tree takes me to the hive, and I really don't want to do that because the hive is a confusing mess, but I also think I'm going to have to, which is disappointing. Yeah, that's disappointing that I have to do that, but I think it leads to the 3 doors, and I think there's a world port I haven't checked in the 3 doors yet. Okay, I at least need to get all of the other things on my tracker on the top right before I try to go to the hive. So this is, as you can see, this is where you unlock Cyan Q, except I still don't have the letters for it. And I need some more symbols or letters before I can do any of those. Yeah. None of these are solvable yet. So there's also the Parthenon, the plum hallway, which is this. That's the plum hallway. And that just leads to the digital, which isn't useful. The only area left to check is the brown hallway in the unkempt. And then I'm going to have to go to the hive. But I'll at least check to see if anything useful is in there. Even though I think I remember it not being useful. I'm not sure though. I don't even know if this is how you get to the unkempt. It could be completely wrong for all I know. That just takes me to the 3 doors again. Okay, I think there's only one more left, if there are any. Okay, I do not remember how to get to the unkempt, which means I do actually have to go to the hive. So, the hive is through the tree, which is over here. And then you go through this. And... oh, right, that's Daedalus. Okay, I don't have to go to the hive. I thought that would take me to the hive. Okay, so this panel, I'm not even going to try to explain why this solves the coin, but it does. It just does, okay? And it's not even useful. So spin. This is a less intense version of spin. Turn. And I can't do that because I'm missing a symbol. So I can also solve something in the southwest area. I don't really know where that is. Ooh, direction. So the only direction I can spell with my current letters is north. By the way, I'm going to turn off the compass now because I don't need it anymore. I can do this. There are a lot of red panels. This is the back side of the green door. And, oh wait, I didn't know about that. I don't want to do that. Is this even the southwest area? I'm going to turn on the compass again. No, that's not even the right corner of the map, apparently. So I am just going to check the color hallway. Is it this? Ooh. Oh, old. Would that be gold? No, it could be cold. Or told. Bold. Okay, it's bold. Is there anything behind the pumpkin? No, there's not. also go through the gray on this for some reason. It's not anything though. And this takes you to blue. And I do want to check blue. There's just nothing in blue, I guess. What about red? Ooh, I can solve this. I do not remember this. So this is B. I think this is amber, which is A. This would be navy. So B-A-N. Band. Bang. Bant. Bank. Bank. Ooh, that unlocks one of the doors in 4 rooms. I don't know which one though, and I probably don't even have access to it. Well, that leaves one thing to do then, which is to go through here and go through here. This is the lime area. I think this is close. No. I think being on the side of the lime area is where I want to be. Ooh. I found it already. That was surprisingly fast. So I haven't gone right yet. Wait, going right just takes me back to where I was. So, there's some dumb thing where you have to go through dead end. I guess it's that. You have to go through the 3rd one and that specific one, and you unlock another world port. The Sturdy. Okay. So, can I solve any of these? Because I can. You can type into red panels. That's a fun fact. But I can't do this because I need to have all of the directions before I can do that. But there is this cyan area. That takes me to control center. This is entry, and I can't solve that, so I will just go back. But I found all of the stuff from 3 doors, which is good because... Oh, okay. So this is 3rd. Some of those, no, I can't. I cannot solve those. Okay, well, there is something in the Daedalus Southwest area. I don't remember how to get there, though. That was the... Oh, wait, this unlocked. I did not know that unlocked, but it did. It's not like it matters because I can't solve any of them. So, I remember that... Well, okay, let me explain this. This unlocked because I got Cyan K. I think that's why it unlocked. Let me check in the gray, because if I go through the control center, the door to the tower should be unlocked, according to this logic. It's not. That's really weird. The colorful area. Oh, that was through the tree, wasn't it? Yeah, it was. I believe it was through the tree at least. So now I have to check all 4 of the teleports in the tree. Because I think one of these is going to take me to Daedalus, which is where I want to be. No, that's just the 3 doors again. No, that's where I was. No. This. No, not that, actually. Is it this? No, that's the unyielding. Okay, I am going to check my original video. I checked the video, and apparently you find the place that I want to go in 4 rooms. No, not 4 rooms, the 3 doors. That is the place where the teleport is. No, not the dark room. Yeah, this. So I need to find the one with the 3rd. Yeah, this. That is how you get to Daedalus. And I think this unlocked, or something here unlocked. No, that was always there. Okay. Maybe. Probably not, actually. Oh, that opened. That's useful. Very nice to know. Hidden. No, I can't solve that. Ooh, there's this. Can I go there? Yes, I can. So, this is red, orange, brown, or ROB for Rob. Oh, nice. So, that. Wait. While I'm here, I should at least check to see if there's anything else in this area that I'm able to do, because... Oh, this. Colorful. It's a symbol of colorful. I actually don't remember that one. I'm going to take a letter hint. Is it bright? Yeah, it is. Okay. That is another thing in the impressive, which I still haven't unlocked, but it'll be nice once I actually do unlock it. Here's north, and that's the... I can't type that panel in. So, anyway, I can go to the control center now. Okay, well, I have been recording this video for enough time, so I think I'm going to stop it here, actually. Yeah, so here's the keyboard. So this time I have 15 letters, and I got my first cyan letter, which is very cool. So, yeah, bye.